Hello everyone, today is a new day. I hope everyone is doing okay these past few days. It's been quite a hectic start of the year. A lot of things have happened and started, and great things are ahead, but also a lot of things that happen into people's personal lives as well. You guys, it is a new year, and wherever you're at, may God bless you. Okay, so let's delete this. All right. Now, for the sketch, I don't know, because, most of the time I use this brush right here, this one, Sharp Glaze, but today I kind of want to use this this brush called Color Builder. I like color builders. They are really smooth. They don't really have, any outline to them, unlike Sharp Glaze here, there's an outline. If you can't really see that, here, let me just make this bigger. It automatically makes this kind of outline situation right here, and also inside as well, as you can see around here, depending how pigmented it is. So yeah, I don't know about that. So I sometimes forget to change brushes, but I want to try something different today instead of using this Sharp Glaze brush. So let's try that. Let's try it. Okay. This is the brush in a bigger form. It's a color builder. Doesn't really have an edge at all. I know that you can see these teeth edges, but trust, they are not gonna look like that when it is in a smaller portion. Okay. So here we go. Today I want to draw I know I love to draw bottles, and these bottles are people and whatnot. Let's try. Sketching never hurts anyone, So let's do that. Lately, I've been just looking at different pieces of different arts, and there was this one kind of like art form, I suppose. It's like there's like architecture, and I was looking at it and it was super cool. It was like this abandoned cyber city kind of vibe to it. And the thing about that is, everything is just so big and abandoned, but it feels like high tech that's abandoned, Voila. Alright. It's a very interesting hairstyle, I know. Guys, the first thing I would recommend if you ever want to just draw something is just play with shapes. Different shapes. Shapes really help. Shapes help a lot, actually. I want to talk a little bit about music, because who doesn't like music? Who doesn't love music? Who doesn't just listen to music daily? That's what most people do nowadays. So, music. Is music good for you? Yes, it can be. It can be really good for you. It can be, you can dance to it, you can sing to it, you can exercise, you can do daily chores, to music. Music really helps a lot. But there is certain types of music that you really should at least reduce listening to, or just try not to listen to it for a long amount of time, or just don't really listen to it at all. I did do a test a little bit personally, and I realized music can be a short-term temporary distraction, and it can give you a space to be creative and also just be more, I would say, awake, or just, I guess, a little bit more dopamine, I suppose. But there is this moment where, if you have anxiety problems, the anxiety can hit harder than it should, if that makes sense. That it would be worse in this case scenario. So music really matters a lot. So if you listen to really chaotic, or really intense lyrics or intense music, you will feel fine when you're listening to them, but afterwards you wouldn't, because the silence is so loud, and that just gives your mind a bigger and better chance to just kind of have these anxiety and overthinking and all that, basically. But yeah, that's just what I found out, though. There was a day that I did not listen to music whatsoever, and I think that day I didn't really overthink or really have any anxiety at all. So music plays a big role, you guys. Music can make you think and feel things that aren't actually there. and it's actually very much scary. You know, very, very much. There we go. All right, okay. No, I think that's enough hair. All right, there we go. Now let's trace it over. Using another pen. Sounds like elevator music. You know, lately in Spaces, I've been hearing just a lot about what's been happening to the meme coins and this coin, Trump coin, and just a lot of different types of, like, everyone's chart is just not looking as good. But it really gives me like a little break, I would supposedly say, because when it comes to this, you know, I actually would show my coin every single time, but these days has always just been about Trump, so it's been a little bit hard to show. So lately, instead of just chilling in Spaces, I kind of got to take a break and just hang out, chill out instead of just chilling. And it gave me some opportunities to just rest a bit as well as just focusing on my school as well. So, it does really give me a little break as well. But for now, if you guys have not checked out the contest, you have to go check that out, you guys. It is going to be over on February 1st, and if you haven't checked it out, it is pinned on my profile, and the details and rules for now, how you can check out the details and rules for how you can win a signed and personalized message of one of my manga panels from my manga Yuki's Endless Void on webtoons.com. If you have not seen webtoons.com, it is in my link tree, and it will say manga. My webtoons is in my link tree, so go check that out. Because when I was making the manga, I was just really into the storyline, if you know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is when I was making the story, I think of them as movie scenes. Movie scenes. When you're creating something, I'm sure they move, right? Whoa, my pen. I think FNAF was also a very big inspiration. Then again, with liminal spaces and whatnot. So I think Weirdcore can be found in a lot of games actually, when you kind of remove the characters, and the rooms itself kind of just have a story of oh, this used to be this place, and this used to be this game, but everything seems different now because no one plays it anymore, or no one's here, and it just feels really weird. Very odd. I remember having those dreams, to be honest. Talking about liminal spaces, I actually dreamed about a new liminal space yesterday, actually. So I remember being in a group of people, and there weren't many people in this indoors community. What I mean by indoors community, I mean there's this outdoors type of look in a indoors building. So everything is actually indoors that just looked outdoors on the inside of that building, if that makes sense. And it was a very odd place. It had very interesting architecture. It was big. It was a place that you can roam around in, but also then again, it's not, because it's indoors. It's a whole building. So you have a whole building, and they have these tall buildings here. So let's say this is the atmosphere, right? And then you have these tall buildings right here, and there's different things over here and there, and everything's just jumbled together and whatnot, and the buildings are in this whole entire thing. So there is no actual sky. So we're just kind of in a box right here. There was this place, I remember I was on a balcony, and there was a building right over here, and over here as well. So it was kind of a cross, sort of. Let me do this. There we go. And there was these types of windows, and then there was another balcony over here. But the thing is, over here, down to this place, in my dream, down to this place, everything was pitch black. Like, if you would drop from here to down here, you would probably drop endlessly or just, like, die a very horrible death. So it was very scary. I could not see anything. Everything here was pitch black. So I did not see concrete. I did not see a ground. I did not see anything. It was just void. It was just pitch black. And in between that, there was this little triangle park. They made a triangle park. Why? Because these buildings, they weren't really aligned in a certain way where it was very organized. It was just different shapes and sizes and put together in different amounts of ways, and that would create shapes in between these buildings. Like there's a triangle right here, so they made like a triangle dog park out of that. And that park was not big, you guys. That park was not big. It was like a playpen or something, like a kid's like little playground, you know. And I was like, dude, what is this place? And I remember this really interesting architecture as well was I was walking down these stairs right here, and there's buildings, right? And then inside there were these doors. So these were people's houses. And it was so weird to me. Why were they built like this? And yeah, these are the stairs. This was the park right here, so it wasn't far. Everything was connected. This is the triangle park as well. This is that balcony, you know. This is the void, I would suppose. This is the void right here. That's where it starts, I guess. But yeah, and then you can walk downwards, and you can also get into people's homes as well in here. Super weird. Very, very weird architecture. But it was really cool to see it all, like, feel really real when it's not. That's the thing about dreams. Alrighty. There we go. Voila. Alright. So we're going to be coloring in a bit, but I have to get some tissues. So, one moment. Because it's cold. It is cold. Okay, I am back. Alright. So, what color should we give her? I would say green and purple probably would match. Let's try this. And maybe a bit of blue would never hurt anybody. Okay, I think that's a pretty valid color selection. There we go. Alright, now let's do the shading. Sometimes simple is better. Sometimes less is more, they say. I never really could grasp that concept though. It was really hard to grasp. Have to align with the shape here. I like to work on like all the greens and then just all together instead of just in a certain way. Here we go. Now let's do the purples. Voila, we have done the shading part, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna do up top as well. There we go. Gotta shade this part as well. And there we go. We have finished. All right, now let's give it the background. I was thinking of more maybe something like this, but the color selection though. Goodness gracious, these ads, they scare the crap out of me. Okay. There we go, and voila, we have finished this piece. This piece, I would say it's on the more simpler side, but later we're going to be doing a full body, so do not worry if you think that you missed out on anything. Ta-da, there we go. Last time, I don't think I saved, so I have to save right now. There we go. This is what she looks like. Are you guys thinking of oh goodness, I can't talk. Are you guys thinking of any names for her? She seems like she's made of like ribbons and whatnot. Time to doodle, because I like to doodle. Just doodling. I like the patterns. 1 second. I can show you guys in a bit. Something like that, I guess. It looks very interesting. Alright. Let's leave it at that. Take a little break. Drink some coffee or maybe some tea or at least some water at least. Alright. So let's merge this all together. And we just hide this. Oh, wait a second. We have not finished merging. There we go. Alright. Okay. Here we go with another sketch. Full body sketch. It's a bit tricky a little bit, but we got the hang of it. Make this a bit smaller. The shape of the feet, I usually just do this most of the time because everything's just simplified, very much simplified. All right. Okay, so this model is a bit complex than others, but I think we can try to do something with this. There we go. All right. So what we do is we trace over and we kind of just design, also keep on designing the full body clothing and whatnot along the way. Some details are just way too small. So you know, talking about being an artist and whatnot, and being successful as an artist. I think there's like a lot of parts of just enjoying life how it is, not as in downing yourself for settling, but more of appreciating, I suppose. And letting yourself kind of have that good time. But also being safe is one key as well. This kind of looks like a muscle tendon in a way. Do you guys like sounds of like people drawing on the tablet? Because if you don't, what is this? Where did this pop up from? Oh, there we go. Because I love to like watch those videos where they just draw, and they have like these textured tablets and whatnot. And I'm like, dude, that's so cool. But then again, you can't really know what it feels like to draw on it unless you have it. So I was watching and they just start off with a very simple sketch. Not that it's really hard, but at the same time it's not easy to just come up with a simple sketch and then go from there. You have to do line art depending on your art style. The manga art style is not easy as well. You have to know your lightings, like shadings and lightings and whatnot. I keep saying whatnot. That's just the word for today, whatnot. But as I was saying, you really have to know the lightings and shadings for the manga, because you're going to be doing a lot of this in the shadings, and you're going to have to know where to put these. Okay. Let's give it full color. filling it in. Oh, that was not what I wanted. All right. Trying to see if there's like any other color. Alrighty. And of course add some of this blue. There we go. Imagine if your legs were made out of ribbons. That would be really odd. It'd probably be really hard to walk as well. Alright, let's start shading in a minute. Oh yeah, we haven't, okay, yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, we forgot about that. We forgot about this part. I was like, why do I feel like something's missing here? Alright, now we can start shading. Just to make sure that there's nothing else. Okay. Do you guys prefer streams with like a lot of talking, or do you guys prefer like quieter streams? I think a lot of the times I I think maybe talking would probably be more popular. I have always wanted to be like a content YouTuber or like a creator ever since I was younger. I remember putting up a camera in front of myself and opening like new toys and stuff, and I would be like, "Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing okay." And then I go on and on and on and start to talk about that new thing that I got or something like that, and then it would just be like a whole YouTuber type of thing. But I never really posted them because I didn't know how to edit, and I didn't know how to do a lot of things, and I don't think that time we had time to make a YouTube channel or like to just put time and effort into it, and I was young. I didn't know how to do that. But I guess, everything changes. I mean, I did hear about this toy creator though. I think his name is something world. I forgot. And he is getting older now, but his parents still want him to just talk about like toys and whatnot and games like a child. Not that it's bad, of course, but there is a certain time where you should really let go of that kind of like career, because getting way much older. Not that saying playing like a child is bad, just doing that as a content is just not the best idea anymore. Because everyone changes, everyone's getting older, and when it comes to like childhood stuff, toys and stuff, it's not a good look. And it's not good for the mental health either. A lot of people are very concerned, and I get it. It was good while it lasted, because children talking about toys, and yeah, it's fine, but starting to get older. I think there is a game though that doesn't really feel childish at all, depending on like your skill level. I would say Minecraft is definitely not childish. You can build a lot of cool stuff in there. It's not just a game. I don't know about Roblox. Roblox is a tough one. I definitely do recommend maybe not being on Roblox as much. There can be a lot of brain-rotted games on there. What I mean by brain rot, I mean like clickbait content, clicky, just very outstanding thumbnails, and just that trying, like you can tell that they're trying to just catch your attention, and some of the content is actually feels like not safe for work. I'm not gonna lie. And so it's just like the thumbnails are very suspicious. And it doesn't seem very normal, you know? Roblox has a lot of crazy stuff. It does. I think I've seen that Kim Kardashian accident, I suppose. It's not really an accident, but, you know, I think one of the kids were playing on there, and then they saw this content, and it was definitely not safe for work. I won't say the game was probably not safe for work, but I would say probably the thumbnail was. And it's just like Roblox is crazy, you know, so definitely got to get that checked. But you can find some really good games on Roblox though, like horror games and creative games as well, as long as you don't really fall into that genre. But it's gonna come to you, like it's gonna be on your recommendations list because it's brain rotted games. I remember a game that I used to play, and it's called Blind Tag. I thought I invented it, but I don't know if I invented it. I called it Blind Tag. And it was where you were blind. You have to close your eyes and you can't look. And you have to start tagging people. And those people will have to be as quiet as possible. But you know, it was really fun. I was just thinking about it, you guys, that's why I went quiet. But I think some people will like cheat a little bit, and they would kind of open their eyes a little bit just to see where they're going. Because to be honest, it's really hard to play that game if you don't cheat a little. Because, come on, if the people can move around and you have your eyes closed, unless they make a sound, which is like possibility of like 10%, it's not easy to win. So we play that game just for fun. Just for like laughs and giggles. We don't actually like go on full serious. At least. So we kind of give each other like a pass. Dodgeball was a very popular game as well in my school. It was definitely scary though. Like, someone would hit a ball and your limbs would feel very numb. And I think I was better at dodging than throwing, so most likely really cooked in a lot of situations. There we go. Voila. Okay, just check everything. Oh, no, we have not done this part. But yeah, you guys, you have to be comfortable with being by yourself in the silence sometimes. The silence. I think I had to really learn about that, to be honest, along the way, because like back in school, I did not deal well with that, I guess. And I was never really happy that way. Not that making friends is bad, it's just sometimes in some situations you're just not fitting in that place. Doesn't mean that place just means that place isn't for you. Doesn't mean that you don't fit anywhere. And so a lot of times you really gotta be comfortable being in that silence with yourself. Because just some places in the world, some places just not for you. It's just not for you. I think I fit in the book club category as well, but I definitely don't think I fit in the very chaotic, like crazy group as well. Alright, we have done it again. Alright, we have to give a signature. Signature time. There we go. And voila, you guys, we have finished another one of pieces of our artwork. Now, I am thinking of a storyline for her, since she is very, very mysteriously, very interesting looking, and also like the ribbon legs and her facial features. And I really like this just kind of like visual effect that it takes. So guys, please like and share this live stream, and do check out my link tree in the bio. You can find everything there, and you can help support Weirdcoin by purchasing one of my Weirdcore manga characters, my one-of-one NFTs, or weird merch from our Prevail shop. You can find the links to purchase my NFTs and merch in the link tree, link found in my bio. Yeah, you guys go check it out. Linktree. We have a whole lot. We have TikTok, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have a whole lot. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, please do. I do a lot of cool illustrations on there, and I update that once in a while because I've been working on these. So please support, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you very, very, very soon. Bye, guys.